let's roll on up. Since we pretty much have no wind, we'll need no crosswind correction. Just keep it neutral. I'll try to get on the center line. Okay, ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's do this. Alright, engine instruments in the green. Airspeed is live. Alright, 65, rotate.
Nice job on the takeoff.
Thank you. It's a bit bumpy, but not too bad. So far.
Let's aim for 70 at VY, right? So I want to make sure we're transitioning to that, not too fast. Always want to be at VY till we're right above our critical altitude of 1,000 feet at least. There we go. So what altitude can you typically safely turn out on?
Drawing a blank here.
It's okay. It's normally about 500 AGL.
Okay.
In our case, you know, about 450 feet AGL is 2,800 feet.
Okay.
So usually I don't like to turn out before then unless we need to,
Yeah.
like, you know, birds or if traffic asks us to help with some of the pattern. But otherwise, usually about 2,800 is when we start a very, just like you're doing, no more than 10 degrees.
854-6 uniform, frequency change approved. Have a good flight. We'll see you later.
Frequency change approved, 854-6 uniform. Good day.
All right. And basically,
Wind farm.
yeah, let's head right towards that. And so basically, you know, right around there is when we want to start our turnout, right? Right about 450 to 500 feet AGL.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Rescue 1 and truck, roger. Have a good day, Steve.
Very nice.
Anytime.
As you climb out, I always like to just every few minutes, you know, you want to glance at all these, basically these 4 instruments, right?
Yeah.
Make sure oil pressure, oil temp's good, vacuum pump's good, and our ammeter's positive. Yeah. Welcome back to the sky.
Yeah.
Got to feel good to be in the seat.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. You're not working, you're at the controls of an airplane on a gorgeous, gorgeous day.
Yeah, I mean, the visibility, it's really like crystal clear right now.
It's wonderful. You know, obviously I don't like the wind and stuff, but I generally like the wintertime around here. I mean, summertime, I don't know, the heat's just a little brutal. All right, so let's go up to 5,000 feet.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out about another mile or so, and then I'll turn you up the valley that way.
Okay.
We'll go up to 5,000, we'll level out, and then we'll get set up for this slow flight / stall horn recognition and recovery drill
Okay.
that we're gonna do. Nice work scanning your gauges, I like that.
Fox Tower, 204 Romeo Mike, information uniform, crossback, and we're 7 miles away.
November 204 uniform, Mike Fox Tower, thank you for uniform. Make right traffic, runway 24, report down.
We'll make right traffic for runway 24 and we'll report midfield, 204 Romeo Mike.
November 204 Romeo Mike, roger, thanks.
Pretty smooth up here, isn't it?
It is.
A gorgeous day.
Yeah. Can't complain.
Today I'm just going to do a little leaning in a little bit once we get to 5,000.
Okay.
Take care of our spark plugs and conserve fuel a little bit.
Yeah.
So anytime we lean, right, we're also thinking about on the before landing checklist when we descend down, yep, mixture going forward, yep, exactly. We should always check that every time, regardless whether we're leaning or not, but just kind of bringing up that point. Mixture management, right, is something that a lot of pilots neglect. And it's something that more pilots need to focus on. All right, let's go ahead and just kind of turn and head up the rows up there, kind of heading out that direction of the valley. And then once you get to 5,000, get us leveled out and trimmed out and cruised out at 5,000 feet. Before you trim, you should always be doing your power setting first, or else you just have to trim twice. Just a good habit to get into. There you go. Now you can work on the trim. And while you do that, I'm going to work on leaning us out a little bit. Find out what's too far. Don't worry, if the engine chokes, it's fine. I'm going to push it back in. It's not going to die on us. There it starts to drop. We'll go view back in. Excellent. All right. Nice. So I mean, just kind of feel out here, get us at 5,000. Get a feel for things. We'll give you about a minute or two straight and level flight before we start setting up for slow flight.
Okay.
Just scanning the area for traffic. If you can be looking out your left window systematically during the daytime, we want to.
Tower 204 Romeo Mike, midfield.
November 4 Romeo Mike, runway.
We generally want to scan in just little 10-degree segments of the sky systematically, very carefully, for like 3 to 5 seconds, and then shift our focus over another scan. You know, a 10-degree segment to the right or whatever, and just kind of work the sky that way. I'll let you look over there, make sure we're clear. Looking good to me. How about you?
Looking good.
All right. So setting up for slow flight, remember we always set up in a, what we call it, we kind of have a slang for it, we call it a dirty configuration, meaning flaps 30, right?
Okay.
Just like coming into land. Now here's what we're going to focus on today is maintaining the right altitude while we get in and out of this maneuver. So we pick a heading. You kind of got those mountains down there at the end of the valley, right?
Yep.
And what you can do is we'll walk through this together. Go ahead and pull carb heat out.
Okay.
On this airplane, power about 2,000. Now you instantly start pitching back just to hold altitude, right? Don't climb, don't descend. And now that we're in the white arc, go flaps 10, pause 2 seconds, go flaps 20, pause 2 seconds, and just flaps only to 30, no deeper. There we go. Now start introducing power to like 22, 2300, and maintain 50 knots. I say 2200-ish with the carb heat out like that gets us about where we need to be, but every day is a little different.
Oh yeah.
So now your big goal here, your big goal is to maintain 50 knots at 5,000, just like we did last time, right?
Okay.
You focus on that. And we're thinking about pitch controlling our airspeed and power controlling our altitude.
Yep.
And one thing I'd like to talk about here is a lot of folks don't realize you're doing pretty good, but in slow flight, it's easy to get in this like 15 foot per minute descent rate that's barely noticeable, and then it degrades. So study your VSI and your altimeter and just look closely at it. Make sure as part of your scan that you're not actually in the descent. And if you are, then you add just a little more power, right? Doing a great job. Doing really good. I want you to go ahead and do a 90-degree right turn, no more than 10 degrees of bank, still maintaining all those same parameters. Good job staying coordinated. I don't like it. Maybe a touch of right rudder. Very nice, Dan. Doing really, really good. Just what we want to see. That's good here. Go ahead and roll back the other direction.
Okay.
Gently and go back to that same heading we're on. Good job controlling the overbanking tendency.
Yeah, I kind of felt that actually.
You do. You do. That kind of came from just going so quickly from a right turn to a left turn.
Yeah.
You know, airplanes want to continue to overbank, and you know, we often have to do that. We have to counter against this. So great reaction. Fantastic job under altitude. I really like it. Okay. So we'll let you get stable here on a straight and level. And here's part of that drill. I want you to continue to maintain 5,000 while we're doing this. Don't let our altitude decay.
Okay.
But we're going to do the stall recognition recovery, and let's talk about that first, okay?
Okay.
So we're not going to rush into this. This is going to be a very slow entry, okay? We're going to just gently, in a moment here, we get started, we're going to slow down to 45, and then eventually slow down towards 40. Usually, you know, the indicated airspeed will probably look like about 38 or 40 before we hear a stall horn. Now, as we increase our angle of attack, our left turning tendencies are going to increase as well.
Yeah.
So pay particular attention to staying coordinated with the rudder. Things are going to feel very mushy. And then we're just looking for that stall horn. If the stall horn goes off, then I just want you to lightly lower that nose a degree or two, right?
Okay.
And just hear it go off. Now, for some reason, the horn doesn't go off and we actually get a break and we stall. Well, then we do our full stall recovery procedures, okay? But the goal of this right now is see if we can't milk it, kind of feel where that stall horn's at, and then how to get ourselves back out of it, okay? So let's go ahead and start. Maintain 5,000, and let's just gently pitch back, just kind of hold it and wait. And you might have to, you know, possibly mess with your power, maybe not. You know, just maintain 5,000. Usually you have to increase it, not decrease it, but you're fine. You're looking good. All right, so what's our indicated airspeed now?
We're about 40, a little tad over 40.
Perfect. Reality, we're probably going a touch faster. It's just not quite accurate because it's not, you know, hitting in there. Now let's just go back a little more. We're focused on staying nice and coordinated. Let's let it decay.
Yep.
Let's just wait. Fantastic job. Okay, now lower it slowly. Lower it down. Keep lowering it. There it is. Now hold it.
Yeah, that took a bit more than I thought it would.
Probably because we were still decaying in our speed,
Yeah.
right? So sometimes it might be flatter than you think or steeper than
Yeah.
you think. For example, go ahead and add just about 50 RPMs of power, but still try to hold the same airspeed. Go ahead and add more power. I'll tell you when. Keep adding more power. More power, please. A little more power. Right there. Now let's do that same drill, and you notice that you probably don't have to lower the nose quite as far, right?
Yeah.
It's power and airspeed are inextricably intertwined, and you can't separate them.
Yeah.
One affects the other. Now we'll just hold it. Great job on your coordination. I really like it. Now lower that nose. Lower it more. See that?
Seemed like it was about the same amount of pitch attitude, just we recovered a little quicker.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So the reason I show this to you is I want you to recognize it, right?
Yeah.
And realize that it's just our angle of attack that's putting us in that danger zone, right?
Yep.
And also, when you're performing this maneuver, let's go back to 50 knots.
Okay.
When you're performing this maneuver, okay, for the examiner, right, here and out, we're trying to target, typically the ACS says 2 to 3 knots above the stall horn
Yeah.
going off. On this aircraft, do about 50, 48, 50, right around there is good.
Okay.
But if you hear the stall horn, what the FAA, your examiner, and myself want you to do is announce that's a stall horn, I'm decreasing the angle of attack,
Okay.
so I can pick up another 3 or 4 knots of airspeed,
Okay.
and then we're going to target that speed, okay?
Okay.
Excellent. So now we're going to do a recovery procedure,
Okay.
and try not to gain or lose altitude while we do this. So this is kind of like a go-round,
Okay.
right? But we don't want to climb, we don't want to descend. So let's
Okay.
see if you can recover back to cruise while maintaining 5100.
Okay.
Just like a go-around, flaps immediately 30 to 20, right? There you go, because that gets rid of the drag that's holding us back.
Yeah.
Now you can kind of let the nose down a little bit, don't climb. Then go flaps 10. We're climbing a little bit.
Okay.
Flaps all the way up. If we're getting close to VY, let that nose down. And you're just trying to maintain 5100. Okay? Right at 5100. And now bring your power back to a cruise power configuration about 2450. See how we did that there?
Yep.
So that's kind of a goal. So always remember, whether you're recovering from slow flight, whether you're recovering from a practice stall, right? Or whether we're doing a go-round, it's always power, car beat, and then make sure your flaps get to at least 20 degrees.
Okay.
Because without that, it's so much drag that you're just fighting it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So good job, very good job. All right. Okay, so I want you to get down to 5,000 feet and get trimmed out for 5,000 feet. And we're going to practice a drill here in a moment.
Okay. It's like a cement plant right in front of us.
Oh, out there, yeah. That's some kind of plant up there.
One thing I've noticed when I've driven on the 138 going that way is that one turbine down there. It's got like a shroud around its blades.
Yeah, it's kind of
Little
interesting.
ducted fan type thing.
I know. I always wonder why. Right. Let's get us trimmed at 5,000 so you got no control pressure. Things are feeling good. Fantastic. And then I want you to do a left 180 degree turn.
Left 180.
Maintaining 5,000 feet. Flying really nice today, Dan.
Thank you.
Flying really good. I'm going to set you up for something here in a minute. We're going to kind of work over into position. Look really good. You can keep turning a little more, about 30 degrees.
Okay.
All right, just kind of level your wings here. We're going to fly out a couple miles. What we're going to do, and this will make more sense in a minute, we don't think too far ahead, we're going to use one of these dirt roads on the left, pretending it's runway 6.
Okay.
All right? We're not going down low, we're just going to do this up high. But I'm going to bring you around, set you up for a downwind, a base, a final, using one of those dirt roads as a simulated runway.
Okay.
And I'm going to direct you how to set up for that. When we do, we're going to focus really hard on flying 80 in our simulated downwind. Now, back at Fox, we're down lower, right?
Yeah.
And if you're level at about 3150 to 3200, our pattern altitude, if your nose is level and your power is at 2300, that'll give you 80 knots. It's what I call a known power setting.
Oh yeah.
Now, since we're a little higher, it might be 2350 or 2400 today.
Yeah, sort of a little higher, air is less dense.
Yes, sir, exactly.
Less lift, less engine power.
Exactly. So we're
All
kind
that.
of thinking about that. And I want you to do is I want you to maintain 80. And I'm going to coach you through the first set for the things that I'm looking for that will help us be precision flyers in the pattern. Precision meaning our altitude and our airspeed. And even though you've heard this stuff before, you may even already know it all, I want to coach you through it one time, and then we'll come around and have you do it again. And it'll give us a chance at the bottom end to practice our go-around procedures.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll give me a left-hand turn.
Okay.
We'll kind of point at 90 degrees this way, and this is going to kind of be like a crosswind, if you will.
Okay.
We're just pretending we're using we'll just call it a runway 6. It won't be exactly right on the headings, on the heading indicator, but visually, you know, we'll be setting up.
Okay.
We'll maintain 5,000 feet, about 80 knots is what we're looking for. Go ahead and level your wings. This is our crosswind right here. So ultimately, we're going to pick any of these dirt roads
Okay.
as a runway. And so, you know, how about see the one coming up on your left?
Yeah.
We'll pretend that's the runway. Now, we're still on a crosswind, okay?
Okay.
So maybe getting out there over, I don't know, about in line with that turbine, you know, wind turbine
Okay.
or something will be like a downwind.
Okay.
You know, we'll kind of, I can help set this up with you and talk you through it. And we are keeping an eye out. I happen to have one person back here that is showing up on ADSB. It's usually kind of quiet out here. I'm not used to seeing someone else out here, but I'll watch him. Okay, so let's go ahead and not too close. You kind of just see that dirt road going to the turbine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be kind of just inside that, lined up with the turbine. And we're not really concerned. We're just pretending we got like a 2-mile runway out there. Off to our left. I just want you lined up on downwind. 5,000 is our pattern altitude. And 80 knots is our airspeed.
Okay.
So maybe power about 2350, maybe 2400. We'll have to see. And make sure we don't get too far inside the wind turbine. I want you to have plenty of room for a base. Excellent. All right, so you, my friend, can target right at about there, and let's come out a little bit. I don't want you in too close to the road. I want you a little more over here, offset, really in line with that road and that turbine, okay?
Okay.
And then I want you to look to the left and reference that as a runway once you get lined up so you're parallel.
Okay.
Okay. Got a little low, didn't we? 100 feet low?
Yeah.
So let's fix that. We'll just use 4,900, how about that? But hold
Okay.
4,900, I don't want you descending below that.
Okay.
If you do, I'll have you go back up, okay? Pattern altitude, shooting for precision. 4,900 feet, 80 knots. So reduce your power back down to like 2350. You can slow your airspeed down to 80.
Okay.
Okay, you're looking out briefly at the runway to make sure you're not encroaching on it, that you actually are flying parallel to it. And then back to your altitude and your airspeed. We're kind of getting this division of attention. Looking and making sure. Is it me or are we creeping in? I think we're creeping in on the runway. I want you nice and parallel. There you go. Awesome. Okay, hold this, and then what we'll do, after that house up there, those mobile homes, you see the dirt road up there? Use that as your beam point.
Okay.
When we come up on that past this little housing development or house down there. Watching your altitude, it's creeping low. Pull up a little bit and that'll get you slower and on altitude. I really want precision. There you go. Now you can reduce your power back again. Okay. Once you're beam, call out a beam.
And we're a beam.
So carpeed out. When you go power to 2000, now you're creeping in over there, you're turning on me. Power to 2000, let the nose drop. That keeps your speed at 80.
Okay.
Now wide arc and flaps 10. Now I want you to be very precise on your 80. Be very precise and quit creeping in. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now you can turn base.
Okay.
Now we're thinking about 80 to 75. We're thinking about our pitch to slow 80 to 75. Tiny adjustments so we don't overshoot. Tiny adjustments. Now level your wings. Stay at 75 and go flaps 20.
Flaps 20.
Excellent. We're staying very hyper-focused on 75. Put your power at 2000. Adjust that again. Now back to your airspeed. We're looking for that dirt road out there right next to that little development.
Okay.
And I'll have you turn onto that. Now as we turn, when it's time to turn, whenever you think it's right,
Okay.
we're thinking 75 to 70.
Okay.
But just enough back pressure to slow to 70, but then stop at 70. Looks like we're rolling out a little early.
Okay.
We're going a little faster, a little more back pressure. And I want you over that road. We're kind of like 100 yards offset. But now we go flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
65 knots.
Target 65.
Yep, and let's get back over that road, please. Right over that road. Just as if we're going to land on it.
Okay.
So see how I've meant by the slow focus thing on airspeeds?
Yeah.
Get our airspeed right at 65. Okay, so now we're going to practice our go-around procedures, okay?
Okay.
And let's go and do a go-around. It's full power, carb heat in, pitch up to arrest the descent, flaps 20 immediately, and pause. Now look, pause rate, keep pitching up, punch up, 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 up. See how fast we're getting? You need to be up, 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 stay in at 70 knots. There you go, now we go flaps all the way up. You see that transition where we have to keep pitching up? If we're going faster than 70, we're not doing it right.
Okay.
You have to transition that up. Now continue to climb at 70. But it's okay, I'm going to keep talking you through that because I want you to work that procedure in, right? It's all about airspeed management in the go-around, right? All about airspeed management. So what it is we immediately go to 20 flaps, right?
Yep.
Then we look for a positive rate. We're continuing to pitch up to make sure we don't get above 70, right?
Yep.
We have a positive rate, then we go flaps 20 to flaps 10. And then if we're at VY, we go flaps 10 up to 0. If we're ever above VY, we're pitching up more to maintain VY.
Okay.
Does that make a sense?
Yep.
Awesome. Cool, just want to walk you all through all that. And let's go back, let's go up to 5,000. Out this way, and then we'll go do her again. Fantastic. This is going to pay huge dividends in a little bit. We go back and do some landings. Really good dividends. Thanks for letting me coach you through that.
Yeah. It's a lot to take in.
It is, it is.
That's why the practice is so important.
Well, exactly. And what we're doing is we're separating the whole landing and everything else from it.
Yeah.
We're just focusing on altitude control and airspeed control, right? And making sure we really understand the go-around procedures.
Yeah.
Once you get to 5,000, we can level out and then turn crosswind. Nice job making that power correction before you trim. Okay, so 5,000 is going to be our new pattern altitude out here in, we'll call this Danville. How does that sound?
Right on.
We're out of Danville Airport.
Yep.
5,000 feet pattern altitude. loving it. Fly me a nice crosswind, and then you can pick a downwind that's parallel nicely to a good dirt strip that would be our simulated runway at Danville Airport.
Okay.
In this case, before you pull power, check your airspeed.
Okay.
It's probably gotten slow, means you've been pulling too high, so it's really a pitch issue, not a power, right?
Yeah.
Before you use power, check your pitch. So about 2350, where you're at is good. Where you were there, and then just kind of fly in line with that turbine. Make sure you don't approach on the runway. There we go. All right, so we should be 80 knots and 5,000 feet. We'll let you manage that. I'll let you know when you're coming up on your beam point. Remember, pitch and airspeed are intertwined.
Yeah.
Your nose is low, which is why you're descending. You have to pitch up. There you go. Let's get us back on airspeed. Our altitude 5,000 feet, please. Pitch up. Pitch up. Not power up, pitch up. There you go. Now you can lower that nose and reduce your power back to your cruise setting. There you go. Nice, good recovery. Good recovery. All right, we can use this dirt road. This cone on the left is our beam point.
Okay. This one that's coming up right now?
Yeah, I think that'll work well.
Okay. All right. BR beam, carb heat out, power 2000.
We'll start turning left.
It flaps 10.
You're turning left. You're turning left.
Oh.
You're turning left. You need to fly parallel out, right?
Okay.
That was your beam point, right?
Okay.
Got to reduce, and that's what I'm trying to avoid is you encroaching in. If you do, then you're not going to have a base leg.
All right, I turned too quickly.
Sorry, you got to fly straight out. We'll let you know when your base is coming up.
Okay.
2,000 on the power, right on 80, and you're turning left again, Dan. That's what I'm trying to avoid to break the habit, right? It's okay.
Well, it's hard. There's no visual references, so
Okay.
aside from like to the side, trying to hone that, you know.
Definitely, that's what we're working on. Okay, let's turn base. We're going to go from 80 to 75.
Okay.
Very nice job. Now wings level. Flaps to 20, maintaining 75. Alright, you see that dirt road up there?
Yep.
75 knots for precision airspeed. Now you're thinking 75 to 70. You're already at 70, so just keep that speed.
Okay.
Not faster, not slower. We're just working on that drill.
Okay. So we'll assume we have the runway made, so 30 degrees flaps, tan 65.
Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and execute a go-around.
Okay.
pretty good on the go around. We're just a little faster than 70, so
Okay.
a little more transition to up, right?
Okay.
Otherwise, really, really nice. Good job. Excellent. We'll just keep climbing straight ahead
Okay.
all the way up to 6,000 feet.
Okay.
Good job. How'd that feel in that go-around procedure?
Better.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, better.
Much better. Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was good. The only thing that could make it just even a little more perfect, that could take it from A to A plus, would be to transition into an upward climb a little more, so that you're, you know, not faster than 70 knots.
Yeah.
We're using that energy wisely. Otherwise, really nice job. All right, so good job on going around that patch there, right? Just pretending the downwind, the base, the final. Excellent. So it's all about speed control, and if we have our key altitude, and one of the most common mistakes that I see with folks is, and that's what I'm trying to help you avoid a common error, is they're in the pattern on their downwind, and they're just slowly descending, right?
Yeah.
And they're way below pattern altitude, right? So you can't take that out of our cross check, right?
Oh yeah.
While we're flying along, doing our gumps, doing our radio call, we're tied up, right?
Yep.
We have a lot of things going on, but we have to divide our attention on maintaining our proper pattern altitude and the proper airspeed.
Oh yeah.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, we'll just climb up to 6. We'll let you kind of enjoy the scenery. I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes, let you enjoy yourself looking around.
Got any water?
Did you bring any?
No, I did not.
No, I'm sorry, I don't. I mean, I have some
Okay.
water, but I'm sorry, it's mine. I can't.
Okay.
During COVID, I'm not going to share water. So.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
I understand completely.
Yeah. We'll be back in a little bit, though.
Okay.
Yeah, always travel out with a little water.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to climb up to 6. We'll get level of 6, then we're going to practice our emergency procedures.
Okay.
Let's do this just so we have some more options. Go ahead and turn 90 right while you're climbing at VY. And we're just going to kind of put ourselves later over an open area when we do this, so that
Okay.
you always plan when you simulate emergency procedures, you know,
Just in case they become real.
yeah, you want
emergency
options,
procedures.
right? Exactly. Everything I do with you, every maneuver, like back there, I set it up because if the engine were to go out, I have a nice dirt road lined up to land on. So,
Yep. We definitely want that. I mean, obviously we don't want it to become a real emergency, but better to be prepared, right?
yes, sir. When I'm flying around for fun with my wife, we're always looking out and we're like, yep, there's a landing area, there's a landing area, and we're just keeping it in mind. That's how you really make single engine flying a lot safer, right?
Yeah.
Just having options. We flew to Kernville
Oh, nice.
on Sunday, and from Kernville we crossed over the rest of the Sierras over to Porterville, which is in the San Joaquin Valley.
Oh yeah.
And before we crossed a big patch of mountains, we climbed up super high so that we could at least glide from one mountain meadow to another if the engine were to go out. The same principle, right?
Yeah. Because like around there,
Quick turn left, please.
Okay. Yeah, because around there, like the mountains are like 5,000, sometimes 6,000 feet up.
Oh, even 8,800 was the highest mountain, right in there.
Oh yeah.
Or at least the area we were in, and
Yeah. So I know Owens Peak is about 8,200.
yeah,
But like most of the mountains immediately around Kernville are lower than that.
yeah. Yeah, we actually climbed to 11,000 feet because we could visually see how far the next meadow was as we're crossing the mountains. And
Were you in a 738 Kilo Foxtrot?
yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good plane for terrain around that because it climbs a lot better.
Oh, that's fantastic. I would. 46 Uniform was not designed to go in the mountains. She's a great trainer, designed here for the valley. And, but you saw how slow we're climbing. It would take. I don't think she would get to 11,000, but it would take like
all day,
all of our fuel to get up there. Yeah, exactly. So,
yeah,
this
because
is a beautiful plane.
Yeah.
What we use her for.
Because I've flown in Kernville before once, but that was with that 172 with the 0360 and constant speed prop, so that was no problem. But yeah, I wouldn't want to fly Kernville with this plane.
No, definitely not.
Because I mean, you'd have to like if you're going the south-facing runway, you either have to try to climb over that mountain on the end of it, or turn and go over the water. That's a bit dicey.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So, what we're going to do here is we're getting ready to go through our emergency procedures, right?
Okay.
And remember, when we're doing our checklist flow, just kind of point and touch, but don't grab.
Okay.
All right, so on the handles.
Yep.
All right, so let's kind of talk about this, all right? So we have ABCs, right? What's the first thing?
Airspeed.
What airspeed will we shoot for?
65.
Okay,
Best
what's
flight.
B?
B is it's like the landing area.
Best landing area.
Best landing area.
Best landing area.
And then turn to it.
Exactly. And then C
is checklists.
Yep, run it through our flows, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's go ahead and simulate that. Give me 1 second. Let me finish clearing our airspace.
Okay.
We're going to actually, let's see here. Let's go ahead and do me a favor. Go ahead and do a right turn, 180 degrees the other way.
Okay.
Want to keep us out of the way of some other traffic over there so we don't encroach on their area and make them nervous.
Yep.
We'll be respectful of that. They're over there.
Okay.
1,000 below us, about 5 miles. All right. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to pull your carb heat out, power back to idle, pitch for best glide. Good job of getting there. Now you continue to trim and hold it. Okay. Best glide, you got that. Now, or airspeed, now best landing area. What are you thinking?
Okay. Shit, this is kind of a tricky situation here. I'd say we have a paved road to our left.
With power lines on it, so that probably wouldn't be good.
Okay, yeah, good point. Shit.
We have lots of options.
Okay.
Don't spend the whole life talking about it. Look
Okay.
over here, we got fields, right? Great fields.
Yeah, just open
We can land
field.
to the east or to the west. Which way do you want to land?
We're calm wind, so
Pick one and commit to it.
okay. We'll do this one right here, right off our 11 o'clock.
Okay,
So,
pitch for 65 and fly to that landing area.
Okay.
Set up for a left downwind on it.
okay.
All right, now it becomes our checklist, right?
Okay.
You pitch it for 65, you're closer to 70.
Okay, so I'll need to go up a bit. Nose up, that is.
All right, let's talk through and let's look at our checklist. What do we got?
Okay.
Our flow starts down there. Talk me through it.
Alright, fuel, want to verify on both.
Okay.
Go up, make sure mixture is rich. Carb heat is already out, we want to verify that. Check that the primer is in and locked. Check
Okay.
that the key is on.
Okay.
And
Perfect.
that's assuming we're still wanting to try to restart the engine.
Okay, excellent. Now I want you to cycle the engine. Push it all the way in to full throttle. And back out. Okay,
Okay.
now go through your next set of checklists for setting up to land.
Okay, so engine doesn't want to start. Fuel on off.
Okay.
Mixture idle cutoff.
Okay. Just
Uh,
point. Yep.
Alright, carb heat's kind of irrelevant at this point. Primer is irrelevant at this point. Key off. Leave the master on until we're pretty much ready to land.
Then what about your elbows?
Pop the doors open,
Okay.
just so we can open them if we have to crash.
Okay.
And
Time to set up for land. No more time. Which
Okay.
field did you have? Turn to the right. We got a good field over here.
okay,
Over 65.
Okay.
We're looking for a field without power lines. We're kind of on a long, bright base for something, right?
Okay.
We're looking for 65.
Okay.
I'm liking it. Oh,
Yeah,
we'll
I'd
take
say the field with that cleared area in the middle, go to the right of that, or closer, on the closer end of that cleared area in the middle. What do you think?
Try about over here?
Yeah, like pretty much at our 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. So we just hold this, I see what you mean.
Yep.
Yep. And then we would turn in towards it.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and recover.
Okay.
Full power, carb heat. Pitch for 70. Bite the trim if you have to.
Okay.
Climbing at 70 knots, please.
Okay.
We're actually not climbing to 70. There we go.
Yeah,
It's okay. Go ahead and turn to the right just a little bit while you're doing it. There you go. I will get away from those solar farms.
yeah.
All right. So not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. I like how you're systematically thinking through things, which was really good. And just going to keep climbing up to, you can just hold this heading right here,
Okay.
up to 5,000 feet, or actually
Okay.
4,500.
Okay.
So not bad. Some of the things that we could do a little bit better is you definitely want to identify a good landing area, but don't spend forever doing it, right?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of a little long. You want to kind of find a big open field if you have to, or a clear dirt road that doesn't have power lines,
Okay.
right? And then fly that way. And then while you're running through your checklist, you still need to think about how you're flying to your landing area to set up, right? For a downwind base final.
Yeah.
Right? Still thinking about that. Things I really liked were how well you went through the process of checking to get your engine restarted.
Yeah.
Little bit, more work to be done on that process if we're setting up for an emergency landing,
Okay.
right? That wasn't bad, but definitely keep studying those procedures a little bit, and then keep flying. Once you get down below 1,000 feet, we're really just setting up for landing at that point.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yep.
Any questions on that one? What did you think? Anything else that was...
No, just yet another example of practice.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, no, and it comes with... It'll never come except for just repetitive practice. Preferably 90% of that practice being on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Just to save the money of flying, and then we come up here to execute and demonstrate. But good job, man. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to go back. We're going to do 2 or 3 laps in the pattern.
Okay.
Now, what's really important to me today is I want you to focus on your altitudes and your airspeeds, just like we did back out there, right?
Yep.
Right? So I want you to really focus on that. You can level out here at 4,500. We're not going to cut in towards the airport yet because we're going to watch out for some traffic that's over there. We'll just continue straight ahead. And once you get trimmed out, what do we need before we go back to Fox?
Clearance to land. Well, the 8 is first, and then clearance to land.
That's really good. Excellent. So 4,500, we'll work on that. And once you're trimmed out and comfortable, then we'll pick up our ATIS. Are you ready for your ATIS, Tim?
Yeah.
Victor 19050 Zulu. Wind calm. Weather's better than 5,005. Temperature 14. Dew point -6. Altimeter 3017. Visual runway 24 approaching use. Advise on initial contact. You have Victor. Fox information, Victor 19050 Zulu. Wind calm, weather's better than 5,005.
Please check your
Temperature
descent.
14, dew point -6, altimeter
Please maintain
3017.
4,500 feet.
Visual runway 24 approaching use. Advise on initial contact you have, Victor.
Thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead and turn to the left 30 degrees, please.
Okay.
Traffic. And we'll maintain 4,500. I just had to check it because we were going into a descent.
Okay.
Just want to make sure we're trying to get some traffic right over here. Go ahead and level those wings, please. All right, go ahead and turn right 30 degrees. All right, which way is our airport?
That way.
All right, sounds good. I like it. Fantastic. So we're coming up on 10 nautical miles. We'll go ahead and turn towards it. And what would your radio call be to them?
Okay, Fox Tower, Skyhawk 854 uniform, 10 to the northeast.
Nope, we're just 10 to the west.
10 to the west. Okay. Alright, I don't know why. Okay.
It's okay.
Alright, well, we'll do that again. Fox Tower, Skyhawk 854 uniform, 10 to the west, inbound for touch and goes with Victor.
Fantastic. We're going to anticipate him telling us.
What's that?
We're going to anticipate him telling us right now when for runway 24
Yep.
report midfield. So we're going to anticipate that,
Okay.
and that's what we would read back.
Okay.
All right, let's let me watch this guy here. Okay, you can go ahead and let me turn this up.
Fox Tower, right turn route to the east is approved. Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. Wind calm.
Wait.
Clear for takeoff 24, right turn out to the east, approved. Next up.
Okay, we can go ahead and give him a call.
November 4 Alpha Juliet, that previous call traffic now is no factor for you. You can resume on navigation and your altitude restriction is lifted. You can climb or descend at your discretion.
Thank you very much. Helicopter 4 Alpha Juliet.
Fox Tower, Skyhawk 8546 uniform, 10 to the west, inbound for touch and goes with Victor.
Skyhawk 8546 uniform, Fox Tower, make right traffic, runway 24, report downwind.
Right traffic, runway 24, report downwind, 8546 uniform.
Nice job. Very good. Very, very good. All right, so kind of point towards the right side of the runway complex.
Okay.
That'll help us set up for that.
Yeah.
There.
Cessna 46 uniform, traffic 12 o'clock, 4 miles northbound right now is
I got
a
it.
Skyline doing the VOR. He will be turning northwestbound.
Copy that. We'll offset a little bit. Keep an eye out for that traffic. 46 uniform. Go ahead, turn to the right.
Sky
Okay.
46 uniform, roger. He's going to be making that procedure turn for the VOR Bravo coming back into Fox.
We copy all. Thank you much. 8546 uniform. Okay, hold this heading right here.
Okay.
I know what to do here. It's just I'm very familiar with this. And we'll turn south a little bit more. Actually, turn to the right a little bit more. And we go ahead and start descending down a little bit. Go ahead and pull your carpet out. Power down to 2. And I'll just take it a little different route. We're just making room for the traffic out
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll target.
Cessna 46 uniform, they're passing off your left side now. You can go ahead and resume back to make a right downwind to runway 24.
Copy that. We'll set up for a right downwind, runway 24, 46 uniform. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and turn on in, back to where we're going.
Okay.
Cessna 5 Delta, leaving class Delta, free change approved. Have a good flight. We'll see you later.
Leaving the class Delta, we'll change up the frequency. We'll see you later, 5 Delta.
Is that too loud, or do we turn it down, or is it good?
That's good.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Cool.
Cessna 46 uniform, go ahead and point directly down towards midfield.
Alright, copy that. We're heading to midfield, 46 uniform. I don't know why he's controlling us that much.
Okay.
Alright, there's good. focus on your heading. I'm watching for that traffic.
Okay, alright. No problemo.
Sets a 5 Echo Delta for exchange proof. Have a good flight. We'll see you later.
Alright, see you later, 5 Echo Delta.
November 4 Alpha Juliet for exchange proof. Have a good flight. We'll see you later.
Good see us approved. See ya.
Let's slow us down just a little to 80. There you go. Looking good. I'll worry about the traffic and the pattern. I'll take the radio calls.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and write
Fox Tower, good morning.
landing
991
checklist.
Hotel on the VOR Bravo. We coordinated a low approach followed by published mist.
Okay, Gumps. Gasoline on both.
Skylane 90915 Hotel Fox Tower. Roger. Are you doing the published mist or are you actually coming down to the runway and doing a low approach?
We're going to do a low approach across midfield followed by the published mist. 15 Hotel.
Okay, continue on, please.
Okay, undercarriage down and welded. Mixture.
Skyline 15 Hotel.
Power
Roger.
is
Report
2000.
urged back inbound.
Heartbeat is out.
We'll report urged back inbound 15 Hotel.
Okay.
Switches and seatbelts. So we're with the tower. We've already talked to them. Seatbelts are good for you?
Yes, sir.
Skyline
Okay.
15 Hotel traffic at your 3 o'clock and 1.5 miles at 3,500 indicated as a Skyhawk entering the downwind for Fox.
Okay, we'll be looking for that traffic 15 Hotel.
Before landing.
Yeah, Fox Tower, if you need 8546 uniform, do a 360. We're happy to.
Cessna 8546 uniform, make a right 360. Go ahead and make a right turn 360, and I'll have you come in behind that Cessna.
Yeah, sounds great. We're making a right 360. We'll come in behind him, 46 uniform. Give a little power, please.
Urged inbound 15 Hotel.
Skyline 15 Hotel, roger, at the missed approach point.
Go ahead and put power to
Joshua
2400.
124.55, good flight.
And maintain this altitude.
Okay, at the
Okay.
missed approach point, contact Joshua 15 Hotel.
It's real hard for them to shoot an instrument approach, and I don't want to cause them to be distracted by that. Keep putting
Okay.
power in, please. A little more. There you go. We'll just maintain this altitude as we swing around. Don't
Okay.
descend at all.
Okay, before landing checklist complete.
Good job. Good
Finally.
job.
I was
Hey.
trying to get that word out and then you had to make that call, so.
Well, radio calls come first, right?
Yes, they do.
Yep. So. We're taking care of our fellow pilots and keeping safe.
Yeah.
Plus, it's our pink flesh too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Not just them, it's us.
exactly.
Yeah.
Birds up ahead. See them?
Birds up ahead, yep.
All right, we're gonna pull up a little bit. You'll be okay. They're descending. Good. Okay, good. Very nice to make sure you play well with others. We don't want people to ruin our, ruin our plan, right? We don't want to ruin theirs. Fantastic. I have that traffic in sight. I'm going to let him know.
Cessna 46 uniform, thanks for your help. Runway 24, clear to land, wind, calm.
Runway 24, clear to land, and we have that traffic in sight, 46 uniform.
Cessna 46 uniform, roger.
Cool. All right, my friends, we're back to where we were. We'll just kind of get down to pattern altitude, make sure we don't descend below it.
Okay. Yeah, we're actually not far.
15 Hotel, over to Joshua.
Skyline 15 Hotel, affirmative, contact Joshua, have a good flight, we'll see you later.
Thanks for the help, 15 Hotel.
Welcome.
And we'll go ahead and level it out right here. So 2300. And Fox Tower 8546 uniform. Just to confirm, we'd like to do a couple of touch and goes.
Cessna 46 uniform, runway 24, clear touch and go. After you touch and go, right close traffic is approved, report downwind.
Runway 24, clear touch and go. Make right traffic, report downwind, 46 uniform. Cool. All right, my friends, so there we go. You're looking really nice. We'll let you set us up for the downwind.
Okay.
And you just stay focused on 80 knots, 3,200 feet.
Okay.
We'll probably do 2 landings today.
Okay. Yeah, I know you had a bit of a squeeze on your time slot.
We'll
so.
turn in now, so we stay nice and parallel, not too close. Nice downwind. Parallel. Be very careful. We're in a slight descent. Don't let it bite you in the butt. There you go. Good job. And a good reference point out here is the pond at the corner of the lake bed, the dry lake bed.
Okay,
Not the
yeah.
one in it, but the little IU ponds in the
Okay.
corner. It's a good reference point.
Okay.
Now we'll just keep our nose down a little bit, maintain 80, and we'll look for our beam plane.
Okay. Okay, we are beamed, so down to 2,000. Carb is out already. 10 flaps, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Don't let it balloon us. Now just
Okay.
maintain 80.
All right.
That's the trick. That's what I want you focused on the most. I'll even tell you when to turn pace, okay?
Okay.
I want you focused on 80 knots. Nice, gentle. Up the right just a little bit. There you go, hold that.
Commander 4866 Whiskey, we're about 5 miles southwest of the airport for landing with Victor, and we're out of 4,100 feet.
All right, go ahead,
Commander 4866
turn right for right base.
tower. Thank you for Victor, make left traffic, runway 24, report downwind beam on the south side.
Left traffic, runway 24 for Commander 4866 Whiskey, and we'll let you know on the
Now we're aiming for 75. Reduce the power at 50 RPMs. We're a little bit hot there. Now 75, you go flaps 20, and good job adjusting to the little bumps that cause all those problems, right? Stay 75 the best you can.
Okay.
We're looking over there at the runway. 75 is our focus. Now let's turn, go and turn to the runway.
Okay.
75 to 70 in this turn. That's what we're shooting for. Doing a really nice job. Go ahead and reduce that power just 50 RPMs more. Get that turn rolling. Slow it down a little more. Now we can go flaps 30.
Flaps 30 and target 65 knots.
Yeah. Reduce that power another 100. There you go. Now we're just trying to stay on the center line. A little bit of wind shifts are going to make it tough.
Yep.
A little bit of tailwind like we normally do.
Yep.
Just bump of power, please. We're a little short. A little more power. Right there is good. Now we're just holding 65. Now, just helping you out here.
Okay.
Okay, now we get ready. Now slowly reduce it to idle. Slow. And we slowly round out. See how we're holding the nose up?
Yep.
Right there. Now we wait, and now we flare, flare, flare. Just like that. Let the nose down. Let the nose down. Now, flaps come up.
Okay.
Got plenty of time. Maintain center line. RP comes in.
RP comes in.
Get on center line. Get on center line first.
Okay.
Now slowly up higher power.
Okay.
Plenty of
Power is
time.
full. Gauge is in the green.
Commander 66 Whiskey, check wheels down, runway 24, clear to land, wind calm.
Understand, cleared to land, gear is down, and
Roger.
we understand the wind's calm.
There you go.
66 Whiskey, roger.
Good job. Trim it for 70. Nice work. Nice work. We'll do 2 more landings, Dan. Does that sound good?
Okay. Okay, we got 500 AGO. We can start.
Not yet.
No?
It's 2,800.
Oh.
2,800. There you go.
Okay. Now let's start turning crosswind.
Nice. coming up on our pattern altitude, so we just gently don't go to the descent, but we just lighten that pressure on the nose. And then reduce our power back to 2300 and make sure she's level.
Commander 66 Whiskey, taxi via Alpha to fueler parking this frequency. Have a good day.
66 Whiskey, roger, thank you.
Nice work. Alright, you do before landing checklist while I make our radio call.
Okay. Gas, undercarriage down and welded. Mixture, full rich. Power set. Tower.
Switches and seatbelts.
Yeah, switches and seatbelts, landing lights on, beacon on. Seatbelts good for you?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, before landing checklist complete.
Nice. Fox Tower, Skyhawk 8546 uniform, right downwind, runway 24.
Cessna 46 uniform, runway 24, cleared option, wind calm.
Runway 24, cleared option, 8546 uniform.
Okay, we are beam, carb heat out, power down to 2000, flaps 10, maintain 80.
Nice. You're doing a great job of handling these kind of changing, shifty wind conditions. You know, you can feel it.
Yeah.
You can feel it kind of fluctuating. So good job. Keep up the good work. I'll let you decide when to turn. I'll let you look back there. I'll get out of your way.
Okay. Alright, looks like we're 45 now, so I'm going to start the turn.
Very nice.
Focusing for targeting 75 gradually. Alright. Level of wings, 20 degrees of flaps.
Very nice
Target
work.
75. Alright, starting to turn to final.
Good recognition with the power. Don't get fast on your airspeed. Remember, keep that airspeed control.
Okay. Try to get on that center line. Alright. Flaps 30, target 65.
Little. No, we're good. We're good. Flare, flare. Hold it, hold it. Oh, and a little flare right here. There we go. It's good job. Good job.
Okay. Yeah, that was
Hang on, safe focus. Yep, sorry. Just slide over flare, but otherwise good.
Okay.
RP first.
okay.
Center line first. Now full power. You're good.
Alright, full power set. Gauge is in the green. Alright, 55, rotate.
Beautiful takeoff. beautiful takeoff.
Thank you.
Man, I like it. Yeah, so that was a really good pattern, Dan. Really good pattern. Really good speed control. I love how you're talking things out. You're dealing with some pretty difficult conditions, real swirly winds, but you're holding your course, you're holding your airspeed, you're making power adjustments, and all that happened there, it's so minor, was just a hint of overflare.
Yeah.
But other than that, beautiful job. We overflared. See how we just halted it?
Yep.
And we waited and we flared a little more at the end, right?
Yep.
My rule of thumb is if you float like 4 or 5 feet, it's salvageable one time, right?
Yep.
If you float 10 feet up or 12 feet up,
Go around.
you just go around, exactly.
Yep.
Or one time I had a student float a few feet, and then he subsequently floated a few feet a second time. If you ever, kind of balloon a little bit a second time, then just go ahead and go around as well.
Okay.
Just a little general thumb. Great job,
Yep.
though. Very proud of what you did there. So let's stay focused on this one and do it again.
Okay.
Pattern altitude and airspeed. I'll make the radio call. We'll plan on this next one being a full stop.
Right.
Love it.
Warrior 2901 Bravo Fox ground. Thank you for Victor, runway 24, taxi Alpha.
And right after you roll on downwind and you know you're not descending or anything, then you can roll into gums while I make the radio call.
Okay. There
No
goes our
worries.
damn window again.
Yeah, see how it's no biggie?
Yep.
Alright, stay focused on your gumps and I'll handle the radio. You can keep doing gumps even if I'm making the radio call.
Okay. Gas undercarriage down and welded.
Good on my side.
Mixture full rich. Power is set.
Good
Power
recognition.
is set and switches and safety belts. So
All right.
we're on the right frequency. All that. Landing light on, beacon on. Okay, before landing checklist complete.
And wonderful. Fox Tower, Skyhawk 8546 uniform, right downwind, runway 24, full stop.
That's 46 uniform, runway 24, clear to land, wind, come.
Runway 24, clear to land, 46 uniform.
Okay, a beam, carpet out. Power 20, flaps 10. Maintain 80.
I love your call outs. Doing great.
Okay, we'll start turning base. Target 75. Gradually. Okay, level wings, flaps 20. Maintain 75, between 70 and 75. Okay, we'll just start a turn to final. Okay. Leave the wings level, flaps 30, target 65. Still a bit fast.
Add a little bit of power in for me, please. Right there is good. A little fast, so gently pull up. We'll just get our speed right under control.
Okay.
Right under control. There we go. Just like that, right there. Okay.
Okay, so.
Not yet. A little early. A little
Okay.
early, but this will be okay.
Okay.
But we do it down there lower, right? Now hold it, now flare. Wait, flare a little more right there.
Okay.
It's just a little too soon.
Okay.
Roll it out. I want you to make Alpha 4, please.
Okay.
Apply back pressure with the yoke. And as you get up there, only apply the brakes as you need to make Alpha 4.
Okay.
Try to stay on that yellow line. Keep your speed up a little bit. Don't come to stop out here.
Sets a 46 uniform, turn left taxiway Alpha 4, taxi to Barnes V Alpha and Foxtrot this frequency. Have a good day.
And Alpha 4, Barnes, this frequency. Have a good day, 46 uniform. I was just holding that because that doesn't steer.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's okay.
Hard habit to kick,
It
that's
is.
for sure.
So there was no way like this. Put your palm on your thigh,
Yeah.
like all together off of it. That'll help break the habit. Good practice for your feet. Now that once our tail's passed, now we can stop and think about things. But it's a combination of you definitely don't want to take that corner too fast.
Yeah.
Just
Tip the
walk at
plane
speed.
over.
Yep, exactly. But we'll get on. So flaps